Greetings everyone, I'm RSV, and here's some more advice for bringing your OC into the world of Pso2. First off, let's talk about Autochat and Quick Chat. You can access both of these by going to your escape menu, going to chat, and then going to chat shortcut settings and auto chat settings. There are also group chat settings which are also used for character customization. However, you can also gear these towards group related information. You can also use these to spread information to your party members, such as being knocked out. It should be mentioned that you can actually put symbol arts in these using the /SA and then the number of the symbol art 1 to 40. These can take emotes as well, however I do not recommend putting emotes in your auto chat. But how do you actually get your character's personality into these auto chats? In my case, what I usually do is I use a very basic template first before I apply any emotions to the text that I'm writing. I do this because my character Venny has several stages where her personality shifts. So what I do is I reduce her to her basic personality that she has at the start of her story. And at the start of the story, she's under the full effects of a curse named Soul Oblivicy. What this curse essentially does is causes her to forget all of her history. This means history of relationships, events that have happened in the past, and any other information that you'd get if you forgot your history. What she doesn't forget is her skills, so she can still react to things like normal. Because she has no memory of the past, her speech is very, very basic. She speaks nearly mechanically, and I think speaking mechanically is a good start for working out how to actually craft how a character speaks. For example, if your character is a cowboy or cowgirl, maybe you want to give it some Western vibes. Like, for example, you want to give it that classical cowboy cowgirl accent. In my case, I'd take a simple line like, and then I'd look at it and go, this isn't cowboy enough. Let's change it to, while you can't get most of the accent in game, you can kind of morph the word so it implies an accent. And I think if anyone sees that word, they're gonna read it in that accent, if they're aware of it anyway. But when you're looking at your character's personality in terms of how they will say certain words and sentences, accent and choice of words aren't the only two things that come into factor. Your character's mental state and how they'd interact around other people are all important things to consider. This is mostly just food for thought for people that are very passionate about writing their own characters and how they are really putting their characters into their worlds and how they're really inserting their characters into the world of Pso2. And if you are putting all this effort into your character, make sure that you go to the lookbook and register your look for all players to see and upvote. Upvoting people now gives you 2 SG per upvote. It is a small amount, but it is something significant. It is something significant if you say upvote 10 people every day. Body sliders. My advice on body sliders is keep your body sliders to the middle. The closer the body sliders are to the middle, usually the more natural your character will appear. Say you want the male character to have a really big chest, you'll go ahead and do that. But my general advice here is to keep your sliders close together and keep them uniform so your character looks more on the natural side. Again, deviate from this if you wish. Voice selection. I personally feel like this is less important. Just choose a voice that you feel like suits your character. I wouldn't recommend going from the other angle and then choosing a voice to build your character around, unless you are trying to recreate an existing character in game. Just choose a voice that suits your character in your opinion, other than the fact that you can put the voices into your auto chats as well to add that little bit of extra flair when the auto chats decide to function properly anyway. For me, I use Felix's voice, as she is very confident and cocky and very playful, just like Venny's character. So I've personally taken it upon myself to take Felix's VO5, where she says a single solitary aura, and I have put VO5 on all the boxes. No, I do not spam aura every time I fight things. It doesn't always work that way, sadly. And finally, color coding. Keeping colors uniform can really help an aesthetic of a character. Clashing colors can be used to great effect in certain situations, however, it can be hard to pull off. I do encourage you to experiment with colors. I've been RSV, and I will see you next time.